eye contact with the kids this afternoon. He's got enough to concentrate on. But from Ding Junhui's point of view here, this is a massive frame. He really needs to get just one behind it.
Okay, back to Stephen and to Dennis we go then.
Thank you, Hazel. As Ronnie just acknowledges, that pretty good break-off shot, Ding Junhui.
Put your cameras away now, please. The players are playing, thank you.
I don't think there's a plant. It's just a safety shot. He can find a path he feels without hitting that red on the right side of the table. This gives Ding a half chance hitting the green there, and this is the type of shot that the players do practice a lot. He's 3-1 down. Let's see how close he can get to this.
Played it with a slight element of safety, bringing the white back for a baulk colour. Could have stunned for the blue, but still in his position. Black doesn't pot to the left corner, so possibly play the left-hand side of the two reds for the pink in the left centre, or it'll be the right of the two reds back up for the blue. If he's playing to the one to the right, these are tough shots for the rest. Dead straight pots, playing with screw.
I think he was just having a look to see if he could possibly play on the pink, which would make the pot slightly easier, as you said. Stephen screwing back makes it that little bit more difficult. And screwing back is what he's playing. He didn't quite get into it. He's finished okay. He was hoping to be on the blue to the middle, but he got it in the corner. He'd love to get on the red just above the black. It's a shot that Ronnie played in the previous frame, and it paved the way for him taking that frame before the mid-session interval. Couldn't get to this time, but no reason, if he gets a good angle on the blue off this next red, that he can then play up for the one that's closest to the black. Has he got the angle? Yeah, just a little bit angled. Now that he's finished slightly, or he's got to be careful because of the red that's just to the left of the pack there. In fact, he's playing for the one next to the pink, so it actually pots. So this will help to clear the pink somewhat.
50.
Not in ideal position just yet. That's a better angle now. Now if he played the shot in such a way as he was going to cannon that red to the left of the bunch, it'd be okay. Let's see exactly how this finishes. He's left it a little awkward for himself. If he had played that with more pace, he could have cannoned that red and left the one that's next to the black on. I don't know whether he just underhit that or see anywhere up against that red. The one he's going to have to try and pot now, but it's awkward with the extension.
Yeah, you'd think with that shot you'd err on the side of hitting it too hard rather than not hard enough, because there's the red below the black as well if you overran it. Cannon the red next to the black, hopefully finishing the black into the left corner.
That's the only problem when you run slightly out of position. There's always the risk that this sort of thing can happen when you're playing little cannons, but it was the previous shot from the blue to the red that was a poor one.
Yellow. Thank you, yellow. Foul for the miss. Ding Junhui 22. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Yeah, this was the shot we're talking about. If he plays this and cannons the red, he's perfect on the one next to the black. And as Stephen said, if he overhits it, he's got the one behind the black, and he underhit it and finished awkward.
One.
1,500 people enjoyed that pot. What a cracker that was. No easy safety shot. You can't hit a ball better than that.
Six. Seven.
There's the average shot time. Look at that, 17 and 18 seconds. That's pretty quick.
$13.
And look at the average frame time. Just 12 minutes, 12 seconds. And this one is not going to last much longer, you would feel, the way the balls are situated.
20. 21.
Didn't matter what angle he finished on the black, with the two reds perfectly placed there.
Last red, Ronnie potted. Obviously, you switched to his left hand. I was once asked if I have any talent from any other player, what would it be? And that would be it. To be able to switch hands like that when you had a difficult shot. Amazing talent.
36.
Lots
37.
of the modern day players are pretty good with the opposite hand. Going back to my day, there's only a few players, Fred Davis, myself, not that many that switched hands. You've got Matthew Stevens, who can century breaks with his opposite hand. But Ronnie's the king of them all.
44.
He looks just as good with either.
45.
And he looks to be taking complete control of this match. He's doing precious little wrong at the moment.
Yeah, the first long red he potted with
52.
deserved to win any frame. It was a phenomenal shot.
$53.
Here's the one Stephen was talking about. That's a beauty, that. Blue and one more red would be enough to leave Ding needing a snooker. Oh, it's gone wrong. This red doesn't pass the other red into the middle
58.
pocket. It's amazing. Shake of the head. It's incredible what can happen at times.
He's got a slightly too much check on the white ball there off the cushion that's square the line.
59.
Well, that was a frame winner if ever you've seen one. That wasn't an easy shot. That last red he potted.
62.
No, oohs and ahs, but he
Ronnie
won't
O'Sullivan,
bother
62.
too much about that. 44 the difference. Ding comes to the table, but a lot to do. Don't blame Ding for carrying on the way the ball is situated here. If he was able to get a snooker and could get a free ball out of it. But of course the balls are ideally placed for the other player to get snooked also. Too much side. I think he'll
Foul.
have a look at Ronnie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
Ronnie
forward,
said,
and the frame.
fine Ding, so Ding concedes the frame, and Ronnie O'Sullivan looking very comfortable now. He extends his lead to 4 frame to 1.
And Ronnie looking increasingly comfortable out there now, and no wonder, because obviously an Achilles heel in the last few years has been the long potting, but that opening red certainly didn't display anything like that, did it?
I mean, this is just ridiculous to pot one of these. You're allowed 3 of these in your lifetime, Hazel. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy. Okay, he's trying to play to screw back to the ball area, but to knock that in as clean as a whistle was just a ridiculous pot. Deserves to win any frame.
You forget, actually, don't you, until you're watching him, how quickly and fluently he can play. Sometimes with all of his troubles, we've been discussing that, but when he is in the groove like this, it is a great pleasure to watch at times, isn't it?
Yes, and the most important thing is he always chooses the right positional shot, and very quickly as well. So the time taken between shots is very quick. The actual speed he plays the shot at for the moment he gets down is not particularly quicker than some of the other players, but he's got such a quick brain, and one amongst the balls, no time taken whatsoever to work out the correct positional shot all the time.
We were talking earlier about the record between these men, and Ding Junhui has struggled ever since losing in the final. He's lost, what, the last 4 matches against Ronnie, including that final. Most recently, the Premier League. It was the final, and Ronnie really 7-1 blew him away in that one just before Christmas. Now that's got to be playing on Ding's mind, surely.
Yeah, I'm going to hark back to the opening session here, though. I really think he missed the boat. I mean, the first 2 frames, Ronnie wasn't settled. He missed a couple of balls.